Hi everyone, welcome to the Crafty Pixie. I'm Bee. Thanks so much for stopping by for another video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you know when I upload every Wednesday. Leave a comment in the comments below. I love to hear from you. I try to answer. Right now it's pretty easy. But I try to answer, so thank you so much. And don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you really like it. Every thumbs up and every subscription really helps me to continue making the videos. But to today's video, I jumped down the Pinterest rabbit hole and found a post from Owen's Olivia of a fabric hexagon clock. And I was like, okay. And I read through the post a couple of times and was like, I really want to try this. So in today's video, I'm going to kind of walk you through the steps. I'm not going to go through the whole thing because this project, it didn't involve any sewing whatsoever, but it was very time consuming. I thought it would take me a few hours. It took me a whole afternoon. Now, granted, I am a mom of 3, so it was not completely uninterrupted, but still, it took me all afternoon. So I'm not going to make this video super long. I'm just gonna kind of show you some things that I changed up a little bit, just made my life a little bit easier, show you how to do it, and I'll have the link to the post in the description box below so you can get in there and take a look at it. But I'm gonna show it to you. I went the scrappy route with this and I am in love with it. Absolutely in love with it. Now, it is 19 hexagons. You can make it smaller if you want, but I followed the blog post and did all 19 hexagons. But it's really nice. You don't need the numbers. I mean, if you want the numbers, you can have the numbers, but you don't need them because it literally noon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's a scrappy project. The only thing that I actually spent money on was the glue and the clock fixing. So I'm gonna show you how it's done. I'm not gonna do the whole thing. Like I said, this would be a really long video if I did that. So let's get to materials and get started. Alright, for this video you're gonna need quite a few pieces of items. The first one is you're going to need either cardstock or one of those manila file folders, or heavyweight paper like suggested on the Pinterest post, but you're going to need 19 hexagons. Now in the post she does give you a template that you can print out and that you can use, but you're going to need 19 of those. In the pattern she says that you lay the template down and then you make a 1/4 inch border around for the fold allowance. What I just did is I took another piece of cardstock and I made the 1/4 so that when I lay it on the fabric, I'm not literally having to measure every single one of them, because it is 19 hexagons. It gets really tedious once you cut out 19 of these. Then you have to cut out 19 pieces of fabric. So then you're going to need 1 fat quarter of quilt cotton, or this is a great scrap project that you can do. You can, if you've got the pieces that are big enough, you can make it in with as much fabric as you want. If you want it really streamlined, then do the 1 fat quarter. And then you're going to need scissors to cut the cardstock. And then you're going to need a rotary cutter to cut the fabric. What I did is I took a marking pen and literally marked every piece, and then came through and with my ruler just lined it up like that, and then used the rotary cutter and just went across for all 19 pieces. And then you're going to need an X-Acto knife or something that you're going to be able to cut through. A pen to mark out the pattern on the cardstock. You can literally lay the cardstock down, put the template on top, and then just make all 19 and then cut them out. Then to make the border, the 1/4 inch, you're going to need one of these handy little adjustable measurements. You can use a normal ruler if you want to, but I really like this one. And then just at the 1/4 mark so that you can just mark all the way around. There is no needle and thread. There is no sewing machine for this project at all, but you are going to need fabric glue. For this I used Fabri-Tac. You can use this, I haven't had an issue with it at all, or you can use the suggested glue that she used in the pattern. And then you're also going to need, I used a piece of cardboard for the backing of the clock. A simple 11 by 9. And then you're going to need your clock parts as well. I'll have a link in the description box below for where I got it at Joann's. And then you're going to need some time. This is tedious. This took me an entire afternoon to make. So instead of doing every step by step with this, I'm just going to go through and show you the main parts and how to put everything together. So let's get started. All right, once you've gone through and cut out all of your hexagons and all of your fabric, you're going to come through and you're going to lay the fabric down and make sure that the hexagon is going to lay in the center like so. And then you're going to take some Fabri-Tac or whatever fabric glue that you have, and you're going to run it just a little bit. You don't need a lot here. You're going to run it along the sides and then a little bit in the middle. And you're going to lay it right in the center. Now you're going to want to be careful that you don't press too hard. You're going to be firm, but you don't want to press too hard, because sometimes if you do it too much glue, it's going to come through and show a little bit on the other side. So you just want to be careful with that. And then once that's on there like that, you're going to come through and you're going to line the edges again. And then you're going to fold the fabric down and hold it on there a few seconds until it sticks. And you're going to repeat on all of the sides. You want to make sure that you pull this taut when you do it, because when you're assembling the final piece, you want to make sure that it's not uneven, or they're not going to line up really well. and you want it to line up really well, because then you're going to have like holes between the fabric pieces, and it'll just show through when you hang it on your wall. So you don't want to do that. So just come along. And hold down. And you're going to want to do this to all 19 pieces. Like I said, it gets a little tedious, so, you know, sit in, you know, your work area, throw some music on, sit, you know, in your living room, throw a movie on, binge watch some shows, and then just go to town. Remember, you don't want too much glue, because this is going to get all over, you know, your workspace. If you use too much, it's going to get all over your fingers. It's just going to be a real pain in the end. Okay, you're going to go ahead and do that to all 19 pieces. So once you are done, it's going to look like that on the other side. All right, yay, you made it through the tedious part. Congratulations. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to, if you've done the scrappy version, what you're gonna, oh no, I'm falling apart. That's an easy fix. What you're going to do, what I highly suggest you do, is lay the pieces down in the pattern that you want. If you're just using one piece of fat quarter fabric, then you don't really have to do this if you don't want to. If you want to be, you know, spur of the moment, don't even worry about it. Just pick up the pieces and start putting them together. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take them and as you're doing it, so say this is your top piece and then this is the piece that goes right next to it. So you're gonna want to glue the sides right here together. Now, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your glue, you're gonna do a thin strip, but you want to make it thick enough that it's going to stay. Now with that top piece that looked like it was coming loose, I don't think I had enough. And then you're going to take it and you're going to take the two pieces and then you're just going to combine them together like so. And you're going to push them together and kind of hold it there for a few seconds. If you have any extra glue, just wipe it off. Make sure you have some protecting covering on your workspace, you know, like a cutting mat that you're not gonna mind getting gluey. And then you're literally going to assemble all of the pieces just like that. Okay, and then once you're done, you're gonna let that dry. I let it dry for how long did I do it? I did it like an hour just to make sure that all of the pieces had time to set. And then once that's done, I'm just gonna move it out of the way. Once that's done, gonna have a shape like this, and she's got really good photos in there that you can see the shape with. And then what I did once that was completely dried, I came and I attached the cardboard to the back. If you have the heavyweight paper that she suggests, you can literally just cut strips This is just to reinforce it a little bit to make it better. I use the fabric tack to adhere the backing to it, and I let that sit for an hour again just to make sure. And then once I was done with that, you're going to take your X-Acto knife or anything that you can put a hole through the fabric and the backing, and you're going to make a tiny hole until you're able to fit the piece. Let me see if I can show you right here. The piece through the back. Okay, and then you're going to follow the assembly instructions on the back of your kit that you got. Mine, like I said, I got from Joann's, and it literally has a picture showing you exactly how to assemble it. Once you're done, you'll put the battery in and hang it on your wall, and you're completely done. So this was a nice little crafty thing. You still used some scrap fabric, but you didn't have to sew anything. So voila, you're done. Congratulations. This is a rainy day project, but you can make this customizable for anybody. You can put it in a kid's room, you can put it in your office, a family member's house, anything like that. It's something nice and simple. I really enjoy doing it. I hoped you like it. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified when I upload every Wednesday. Make sure you like the video. Every like really helps me continue doing what I'm doing. And then don't forget to leave any comments in the comment section down below if you would like to see something, or if you have a question or anything like that. I will do my best to help you in any way that I can. So until next time, see ya!